Hi everyone! Thank you for joining me today as I share with you about Drag Queen Story Hour. This program was founded by Michelle T., who, after attending children's literary events with her son, found them to be a great idea, but entirely heteronormative. Michelle T. took the idea of Children's Story Hour and revamped it to be more inclusive to children and families outside the center, i.e. the nuclear family structure, by having them hosted by local drag performers. A typical Drag Queen Story Hour event involves reading stories, typically from books centered around themes like kindness, inclusivity, and being yourself, followed by songs, crafts, and photo opportunities. Drag Queen Story Hour takes an inclusive approach to children's story time, all while encouraging imagination, playfulness, and expression through performance arts. It also provides children with queer role models who introduce diverse ways of expressing gender, something that our society is somehow still lacking. And, of course, it would not be a presentation about drag queens without discussing controversies. Many Drag Queen Story Hour events have received backlash from the public, saying that the art of drag is, quote, a regressive exaggeration of femininity, and, quote, not appropriate for children. This is a gross misunderstanding of the art of drag, mostly fueled by right-wing misinformation. While it's true that some drag shows are meant for adults, where a performer might hop on stage and shout, "How you doing, you ugly pieces of shit?" at a room full of drunk adults, that represents only one style of drag. There are also people who perform drag as an act of self-acceptance, political activism, or spreading love and kindness. In the words of Trixie Mattel, drag is so diverse, so unique, special, and different. And to say that all drag isn't for kids is like saying all movies or music are not for kids. The idea that all drag queens perform with the intention of grooming or turning children gay, and that all children should be protected from drag is simply not true. This is what many people refer to as drag panic or gay panic. These views also conflict with children's rights as stated in the UNCRC Articles 12, 13, 15, 17, and 31. Children have the right to access information, share their opinions, join groups pertaining to their interests, take part in creative activities, all while being taken seriously. Drag Queen Story Hour honors all of these rights. Regardless of one's political stance, misconceptions about drag do not justify aggressive protests or bomb threats. Yes, bomb threats that Drag Queen Story Hour events have received. Thank you all for listening and for having an open mind. I hope this gave you a clearer understanding of what Drag Queen Story Hour actually is. A space rooted in joy, creativity, and belonging. When we look past overgeneralizations and misinformation, what remains is a simple truth. Kids deserve spaces that celebrate who they are. Drag Queen Story Hour does exactly that by giving children permission to imagine freely, express themselves openly, and see a wider range of possibilities for their own identities.